So I debated making this video because I didn't want people thinking I was like crazy or something, but as you guys know, I quit my full-time tech job to do content full-time, and that was about 3 weeks ago. But this week, or last week I should say, was my official first week of doing content full-time, because after I quit my full-time tech job, I ended up spending 6 days in a mental health clinic. Now again, I don't want people thinking I'm crazy, but I wanted my YouTube to be a place where I can just come, be super open, transparent, very vulnerable with you guys, because this story might help someone out there, somebody who's probably going through the same thing. But about 2 or 3 days after I quit my job, the anxiety that I said would probably come back around after making that decision to quit my full-time tech job, it absolutely did. And I was super stressed out. I was very anxious, and I made a very impulsive decision. I'm not gonna say what the impulsive decision was, but the decision that I made ended up landing me in a mental health clinic for 6 straight days. Now, while I was in this mental health clinic, I had no access to my phone, so I wasn't able to do any content. I wasn't able to really be in contact with friends, family, or anything like that. You know, when I got to the mental health clinic, they allowed me to get some phone numbers out of my phone, and the person that I really talked to the most was just my girlfriend. But other than that, I couldn't be on social media, I couldn't be on my phone. They had everything locked away in a vault. I had to be up at 6 in the morning for vitals. I was going through all of these like mental health therapy sessions throughout the day. And I was really in there with some people who, you know, probably needed the resource more than I did. So I'll definitely be honest and say, you know I didn't belong there once I got there. I just realized that, you know, again, the decision I made was very impulsive, but me being there was like one of the best things that probably ever happened for me outside of actually making the decision to quit my full-time tech job. Because while I was there, it taught me something that I have been struggling with for a long time, and that's my lack of patience and my need to be in control. And while I was there, I had no control. And I'll just be open about this part, I was 1013, and if you 1013, I'm not sure what it's like in Georgia, but in Florida it's kind of similar to like a Baker Act. So essentially, like you're involuntarily there, and it's really nothing you can do to get out of the situation. You just have to go through the process, and that's the type of situation that I ended up in. Now granted, after 1 or 2 days, the people realized that I didn't belong there, so they gave me the option to like leave, but I decided to stay for the full 6 days. While I was there, you know, again, it was super structured. I wasn't able to listen to certain music. I wasn't able to watch certain things, really wasn't able to be on my phone. So this was a moment of me just really facing everything that I had been struggling with, or everything that I had been distracting myself from, head on. And again, 2 of those things was my lack of patience and my need to be in control of how things play out in my life. And while I was there, you know, again, me having no control over how long I was going to be there, me having no control over like how my day went, because again, I had to follow a schedule every single day, that taught me a lot of patience. It taught me a lot of patience, because there were moments when I didn't want to be there. There were moments when I did want to just leave, where I wanted to do my own thing, where I just wanted to be in the bed sleeping all day, you know, down on my luck. And you know, they didn't allow me to do that. So I had to be very patient with that process, and I had to let go of me trying to control how my day went and how things went while I was there. One of the biggest things that it taught me was that my problems aren't really as big as I think they are. I think sometimes like we give a lot more attention and a lot more meaning to certain things than they actually need. Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% of how you like react to it. And you know, me being there helped me to see that, again, I was just reacting in a very, I'm not even sure how to explain it. It's just like I was just reacting to everything versus just like taking everything for like what it was. Not letting these things control my day, not letting these things set the tone or, you know, define my day. And yeah, while I was there, you know, I got a chance to meet some interesting people with some very interesting stories. You know, it also helped me to see just how fortunate and how blessed I am. You know, there were a lot of people there that were homeless. There were a lot of people there that were addicts. There were a lot of people there that, you know, come from very traumatic, very rough upbringings. It just helped me to see that I'm just incredibly blessed. You know, I'm incredibly fortunate, you know, because there were a lot of people there that when they got out of there, they weren't sure where they were going. So they were happy to be there because they're like, man, this is a place where, you know, I'm safe. I'm off the streets. You know, I have a place to sleep at night. I have, you know, food in my stomach. And, you know, here I am all stressed out about trying to get up out of there at, you know, one point. But then I had to realize that, you know, hey man, when I leave up out of here, I'm going back to my own place. I got my own car. You know, I'm making money. I got a roof over my head. I'm able to provide for myself. You know, I got family and friends that I can rely on. I got a good support system, and a lot of people here don't have that. So again, it was like a realization that I'm really taking all this stuff for granted. Like, I'm not appreciative of this stuff as I should be. I'm not fully embracing just how fortunate and how blessed I am. And it really just, when I did get out of there, it just made me see everything totally different. It made me see like my family in a different light. It made me see my girlfriend in a totally different light, because, and I want to give her flowers, man, because, you know, my girl, I've been dating her for a few years. And when I went into this mental health clinic, man, when I say she absolutely held it down, bro, she held it down. You know, she got my family involved. The talent agency that manages me, you know, she reached out to them. She let them know the situation that I was going through. You know, she was managing like my brand deals and things like that via communication with them. You know, I had furniture and everything being delivered. She went to these furniture stores. She got everything like rescheduled. She just, you know, she did the absolute most. And I'm incredibly thankful for her, because there are a lot of people that, again, won't go above and beyond for their partners or above and beyond for another person, because, you know, we just live in a time where, again, everything is like self-centered. So, you know, we don't really have a lot of people in this world that are willing to, you know, do that type of stuff or spend that type of time and energy or pour into someone like that. So, you know, I really do love and appreciate her so much, not for just like, you know, doing that, but just who she is as a person. And, you know, it's just a reminder that I have the right person in my corner, that I'm investing in the right person, and I have the intentions of marrying the right person. So I just wanted to say that. But, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the crazy part about all of this. Again, I had been worried about so much, you know, when I quit my job, like, you know, where the money's gonna come from, how consistent is it gonna be? You know, I was also thinking about the fact that, like, I am here in this mental health clinic, and it costs, like, you know, because I went to the hospital before I ended up going to the mental health clinic. So I was like, I know this is gonna cost. I rode in an ambulance here. Ambulance rides are very expensive. And when I got out of there, I did get a bill from the hospital, and the bill was like $7,200, my portion to pay. And I wasn't even stressed about it. I was not stressed about it at all. And a couple days later, I kid you not, I'm being so real when I say this, I look at this bill, it's $7,200. I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. It is what it is. I'm gonna figure it out. Pray to God about it. 4 days later, exactly 4 days later, I go in to check that bill, and it says balance $7,205, and then there's another line that says adjustments $7,205. And it says owed $0. I don't know why the adjustment was made. I'm not sure if there was an error in the system. I'm not sure what happened, but all I know is that I don't owe $7,205 anymore right now. And so I'm just chalking it up to God, because it has to be God. And I think that's just a reminder of, like I said in my last video, is that as long as I'm putting God first, He's gonna make sure I'm taken care of. It's not gonna always look the way that I want it to look. It probably isn't gonna always come in the form that I'm expecting it to come in, but He's gonna take care of me as long as I'm putting Him first. And I think that's an example of like what happens when you put God first. And also, you know, I was so worried about like, you know, not being able to post content. And, you know, I know some brands had reached out and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, you know, I've been here for a week, so communication has gotten delayed a week. I know they probably had like concepts and things that they wanted. And I come out and my management had like 3 or 4 deals already lined up for me. It's February and we've already closed in over 6 figures on deals for the year. Like literally, I've already surpassed the salary that I had at the tech job. I've already surpassed that in February from brand deals, from content. So I think that's, again, it's like, why am I even worrying? Why am I stressed out? Like, you know, bro, I'm gonna be taken care of. As long as I'm showing up and doing what I gotta do and putting God first, I am going to be taken care of. I am gonna be provided for. And it's just so crazy to think about. You know, I sit back now And, you know, while it was a stressful situation when I was in it, I look back on it now and I just like laugh, because it really, you know, looking back on it, it's very minuscule. It's very minor. Like, I'm stressing out, but bro, you already closed over 6 figures. You've already made your salary. You've already made the salary that you had at the tech job for the year. So even if you didn't want to do anything for the rest of the year, you're taken care of, bro. You've made your salary. You're good. So it's just, bro, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I'm having all of these realizations, and you know, it's just crazy that, you know, I've taken so much for granted. I haven't been fully present in my blessings. I haven't been fully present in the fact that I'm very, very fortunate. Not even to just have like monetary things or to have like, you know, an apartment or whatever the case may be, but just the fact that I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have a fully functioning body. You know, I have family that supports me. I have family that loves me. I have friends that support me and friends that love me, bro. There's nothing more important than, like, you know, family, friends, love, and just being present in the fact that, you know, I have all of those things. But, you know, after that whole situation, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I stressed them out and everything like that. So I went back home and I spent some time with my family, spent some time with my grandma, sitting at the house, talking to her, catching up with her, and really just trying to be present in, like, you know, those moments like that with my family, because those are the ones that like mean the most to me. Those are the things that, you know, far more important, way more important than money, way more important than material things. I guess the overall meaning of this story is that, you know, have patience with yourself and let go of your need to control things. Things are gonna happen when they're supposed to, and I have to learn to embrace acceptance and peace. You know, I know a lot of people like to they say chase happiness, the pursuit of happiness, but bro, the real pursuit is acceptance and peace, because it's like, regardless of whatever happens to me, if I can be accepting of what it is, I can be at peace with it, regardless of how it plays out. If it's raining outside, I can accept it and I can be at peace with it, because I know a sunny day is coming. If it's sunny outside, be fully present in it, because I know a rainy day is coming. And so that's the mindset that I have, and it's crazy. And I think me even talking about it right now just shows you, like, you know, the type of like energy and the type of mindset that I have, because usually I wouldn't tell people about this. I wouldn't be so open about something like this, but people can look at it however they want to look at it. Some people look at it and be like, you know, well, bro might be crazy, or bro might be crashing out, or bro might be tweaking out. But, you know, I don't look at it like that. You know, I almost look at it like a vacation, bro. Like, it was great for me. I was in a mental health clinic where I got to see people who are, you know, truly have like chemical imbalances or, you know, less fortunate situations, which helped me to be a lot more grateful for, you know, where I am in my life. And then also, you know, me having no connection with social media in the outside world was great, because I feel like I was distracting myself with social media. I was distracting myself with YouTube and video games and all these different things, versus like just being present, being truly present in my everyday life. And that was like perfect. Like, I don't have anything to distract me. It's me, myself, and my thoughts every single day. And it's right here. It's in your face every single day. What you gonna do? You gotta work through it. You standing 10 toes in front of your problems every single day. You don't have anything to distract you. You have to work through it. And that's what I'll say was great about me being there. So go do a walkabout. Go to like one of those like solo cabins or something like that by yourself, and like really take some time to like be with yourself, no distractions, in nature, really like meditating, praying, reflecting on your life, and, you know, coming into a place of like gratitude and acceptance with everything that you've gone through and where you are in your current life. I just wanted to get on here and share that with y'all, because, you know, somebody might need this. Again, I want to be open. I want to be transparent. I want to be vulnerable with you guys, because again, that's how we build true community. So I love and appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the YouTube channel. And I truly love and appreciate everybody who shared so much love on my last video, man. The comments from my last video, a lot of people were super encouraging, really motivating me to like get after, you know, this full-time content creation journey of mine. So I truly appreciate you guys. And I got a lot more on the way, man. So stay tapped in with me. Love and appreciate you guys. And I'll see y'all in the next video.